Hi, little bunny. What a cute little bunny. Bye-bye, bunny. Hey guys, Luke here from 4Gamers, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own EarthBlade. So this is part of my 4-part series making elemental blades, and this is going to just be kind of a showcase / showing you guys how to make your very own EarthBlade, and I'm going to make 2 more after this, a wind blade and a water blade. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys, oh, hey cow. I'm going to show you guys how to make all of this redstone with command blocks and redstone simply to make this blade work. And yeah, so let's just get right to it. Alright, so let me actually just show you guys real quickly how this works. It's kind of a really cool looking thing. It's really like earthbending in Minecraft, only you're using blades. So I'm going to go up to this sheepy sheep, and I'm going to hit him, and pow! A giant boulder spawns right where he was, and so it killed him instantly. And so this is really cool. You can do this on any entity, and it's a really cool way to earthbend in Minecraft with no mods and only using vanilla Minecraft. And I'm in 1.8 right now. If that makes a difference, I don't think it does, but if you have any problems, let me know. So I'm just gonna go fly over here and show you guys how to make this. Alright, so the first thing you guys gotta do is you gotta get yourself a command block. So to get a command block, you have to open up your chat box and put a slash and say give @player, put your name, command_block. So I just got a command block if you just saw that. And just a side note, if you guys are building this, the only way to make it work throughout your entire world is you have to build this at the world spawn point. If you want to change this, you can just say, you can press F3, take a look at the XYZ, and then you can say /set world spawn. Haven't done this in a while. That's why I'm having trouble. Set world spawn at 3880.197, and you just press enter and it would work. I'm not going to change it because I already have the world's spawn point set, so I'm going to leave that there. But yeah, if you want to change your world spawn, that's how you do it. Alright, so how to use a command block. So command blocks, you summon it using the give command, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys how to make this EarthBlade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave in the comments some of these codes and commands, and you guys can just copy paste them in. So if you highlight them, just say Control V, you can paste them right in. So this first command right here is one of the most important. It actually gives you your EarthBlade. So it's going to give @player, or if you just change that to your name, a diamond sword with the display name EarthBlade. And the EarthBlade has enchantments on it that gives you looting and also I think protection. Let me just double check. I'm going to put a little button on. I'm going to left shift click, and then I'm going to right click, so that way I'm bending over so I can do this. So I just got a blade, and it's right here. There we go. EarthBlade. So it gives you looting and protection. So that's how you summon an EarthBlade. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to build it. Before I can do that, I need to show you guys how to set up scoreboards. So scoreboards, you just open up your chat box, and then what you have to do is you just paste it right in, and I'll leave these in the description for you guys to put in. So this first one that goes in is scoreboard objectives add EarthBlade dummy. So this adds EarthBlade as an objective to the scoreboard, and it'll alternate between 0 and 1 depending on the next scoreboard I set up. But what this does, it just adds it into an invisible scoreboard, which you can display if you wanted to, but it's going to be invisible for now. I've already made it, so that's why it's saying that. So I'm going to do another scoreboard, and this next scoreboard is objectives add damage stat. Scoreboard objectives add damage stat.damageDealt. This is a code that I actually got from Dragnaz. Check him out. I'll leave a link to his page and everything. He's another YouTuber, and he came up with this great idea on basically keeping track of damage dealt to enemies, and it keeps track of whether or not you've done it, so then you can actually make this whole thing work. So it's really cool. So I'm going to put that in. And this last thing you're going to want to put in your chat box is a game rule. So this game rule that I'm going to put in right here, it's game rule command block output false. So right now, if you haven't already put this in, right now yours should be true. And if you do this, if it's true, this is just what's going to happen to you. If you have any redstone command blocks in the world, is going to constantly just keep on updating this your chat box, and that you don't want to see all that. So you just put in the false, and I'll get rid of that for you. All right, so we're good. So I'm going to jump right into it, actually building the thing. So put down 2 redstone repeaters, put down redstone, and this is the simplest way to make a redstone circuit. So I'm going to take a redstone torch, put it down and delete it real fast like this, and it'll make the energy alternate back and forth. So now you have a redstone circuit. All right, so I'm going to just extend this out a little bit, put down a command block, actually 2 command blocks, and in this first command block you're going to put in this command. You're going to put in scoreboard players set add all EarthBlade 0. So setting everyone for the EarthBlade to 0 means that everyone in the world, every single player is going to have an EarthBlade score of 0, which means when they have this score, when you come over to this next command block, this next command is why that's so important. This command right here, it says scoreboard players set add all EarthBlade 1, and it has the selected item slot of 0 inventory. So selected item slot 0, that's the first slot you have, and then if you have the object with the name EarthBlade in that slot and you're hovering over it, so basically have it selected, then it'll change your score to EarthBlade 1. So if you have EarthBlade 1, what this is going to do is it's just going to activate, it's going to activate this. So I'm going to put down a redstone comparator right here, which connects over to sticky piston, redstone block, and skip 1 space right here so that the block can move. So once I'm hovering over this EarthBlade, it's going to activate this, and I'm going to right click this right here. So then basically you're just making another circuit. So there you go. All right, so the next set of command blocks is really simple. All it's for is just keeping track of effects that are put on your player. So this next command is a test for command, so it tests all the players for score damage min of 1, and this will make more sense with the stat damage in your scoreboard. So I'm gonna put that there, so when it's activated, it'll activate the repeater. All right, and then these next few blocks are just for the effects that you get. And now I want to just mention to you guys, if you want to make this multiplayer, unfortunately, if you play multiplayer with this, what'll happen is if you have the sword and your friend doesn't, and you basically have it selected and everything, you might not be using the sword, but as long as you have it in your first slot and you're hovering over it, if your friend does damage to an enemy, then they'll have the same effects as you. So you got to be careful. So if you actually want this to work, what you want to do is just change it to everything that says at player and at all. You want to change it to your name, so like Hydrone003. I'm just going to leave this at all. But yeah, that's what you'd want to do. So what this is going to do is this gives you an effect. So basically it's like it gives the player an effect. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'll show you in a minute what it does. I'll show you what each one of these is, or what each one of these are. Sorry, grammar. Anyway, and if you want to just change the effects too, what you can do is you can just go in on you can go in gamepedia.com for Minecraft, and you can just look up some of the effects and they'll give you the different IDs. So let's take a look at my player right now, okay? So I'm going to select the sword. So it's giving me strength 2 and resistance 3. So if I open this up, the strength 2 is coming from here, so 5 is the strength, and it's duration of 1 second, that's constantly recycled, and it only has a level of 1, which actually makes it have a level of 2. And then this one right here, 11 is for the resistance, and then once again it only lasts for a second, which is repeated constantly, and then it's set to 2, so it has resistance of 3. The reason why I only have it set for 1 second is so that it's constantly restarted, so it'll stay at 0 here. So once I deselect, these will disappear so that you don't have it for that long, and that's how that works. So this third block right here I didn't really talk about while I was going over it and putting it in, but what this does is it executes at the player, and actually it looks for the player, and when it finds the player, it's going to execute at the entity that just got damaged. It'll fill the block with stone, And so that's how I made those giant boulders appear. And so I just made, you need multiple of them. If you just want to make a big square, you could just have one of them, but I like to make it kind of look shaped like it actually came out of the ground. So if you want to do that, you just have to put a couple different ones down. And these little squigglies, basically when you see these, it's just it stands for XYZ for the different axes. And so it's for the location of the entity. So if you put +1, -1, or +3, you know, whatever, after it, you'll change the location relative to the entity. And so that's what I'm doing right here. So let's put in the third one, and I think I just had 3. Yeah, I just only had 3. So I only had to use 3 different fills for the shapes to make this work. And once again, you can find these in the description. So I'm going to put some redstone on top, cherry on top. And then let's see, next thing I'm going to put in is one of the last things, and one of the coolest things too. So the whole thing about making redstone is that you want to make it look really cool. So what this does is it has an animation of a particle effect of a large explosion when the stone comes out of the ground, and so it'll make it look really cool, and it makes it look flat. So I don't know if you guys noticed it when I showed it to you earlier, but I'll show you guys again in a minute. And so the last thing you're going to do is you're going to put a redstone repeater, and this block right here is one of the most important. What it does is going to reset your damage back to 0, and so that way you can constantly keep on using this sword over and over again. So it's going to be scoreboard players set at player, min damage 1 back to 0, and I'm going to put some redstone on top. So when I select the EarthBlade, it's going to make this whole thing work. And so I want to just show you guys how powerful this thing is. So for, you know what, let's just go for a pig. Yeah, let's go for a pig. All right, I'll show you guys a pig. All right, so I just hit the pig, and it should work. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it can be a little glitchy, but it's one of the coolest ways to actually put in some effects into Minecraft, put in some bending, and basically do it with no mods. So really cool thing to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys want to see more, just rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.